going on, guys? Welcome to a new video. Finally we got my S14 shipped it up from Adelaide to my current location. Finally it's next to my R33. This is going to be my new drift project, so this is just strictly for track use, not on the street. So I'm going to do a walk around, show you guys everything about it, then I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do to it. We'll get some mods done to it, and then we'll get it tuned, and then finally we can hit up the track. Alright, I'll show you guys the RB25 swap in the S14. This is a Series 2 RB25, and I'll show you everything about it. So we've got a forward facing intake plenum, so it's the stock one cut and shot. So what they do is, you know, you've got the original J pipe here, so what they do is they cut it here, re-weld that flat, and they add it here. But this throttle body sits a bit too high and it hits the hood, so I might take out this engine, respray the whole engine bay, and then we'll put some lower engine mounts so that way this can sit lower and there'll be some clearance on the hood. Coolest part about this car, look at this Nismo, hold on the fucking sun, Nismo oil cap. I'm definitely going to take that out and put that in my R33. Got my cooler pipes, got to the turbo, to the intake, and the intercooler is a Hyperflow brand. It's pretty beast-like, it's fucking pretty fat. What else? The radiator is just a stock S13 radiator. Don't worry, we're going to get rid of that. Problem is with S14s and RB25s, radiator fitment's a problem, so if it becomes an issue, you might have to chop the rad support a bit so we can fit a thicker radiator. We do have a thermo fan here. It does work. There's a switch in the car, so you flip it on, fan comes on to cool down the radiator. Funny enough, this pod filter is the exact same pod filter I have in my R33. What a coincidence. We've got a bunch of different airflow meter plugs. Bosch Z32 airflow meter. Then we've got an external gate. I don't know what brand this is. I have to do some more research. Fucking water in there because I'll try to rinse the car off for this video. We've got a screamer pipe down there. We've got the boost 3-port solenoid back here that definitely needs to be wired up properly. So I'm gonna have to figure out all these vacuum lines everywhere. It's going to be a nightmare, but once it's all done, it'll be worth it. Alright, so inside the car, it's not the prettiest side, but trust me, we're going to get there. We've got a full cage, but the problem is it's not CAMS approved. So what that means is that I can't take passengers on track runs. So what I'm going to do is probably sell this to someone for about 200 bucks probably, and then I'm going to get a half cage made up for this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the carpet to about up to here, so we'll have the carpet put back into about there. Then up here I'm going to paint it all white, gloss white, so when I put the camera up there, there'll be a nice lighting for footage when we do track days. And the back, I'm just going to put like a plate, and I'm going to slap a bunch of stickers on there, so it'll be a sticker bomb plate to cover up that back piece. So this is basically the inside. Let me jump on that side and show you everything going on around here. Alright, so we've got the shitty stock seat, got the shitty stock wheel, got the shitty stock gear shifter, and all this crap right here. I'm going to get new bucket seats, but I also have to get bucket seats for the R33. So I'm going to get 2 bucket seats for the S14, 2 bucket seats for the R33, and that just means more money, so all good. We're going to get a new steering wheel. We're going to fix up, this is where the thermo fan switch is. I'm going to add more switches along here once everything's figured out. We've got a Greddy turbo boost gauge. We've got an old school eBoost Turbo Smart controller. It works, but I've got to figure out all this wiring crap in there. I want to get some more gauges for this car. Here's the dash. What else we're going to do to this? Also add a Hydro handbrake. So that's another thing we're going to do in here. It's got some sick ass metal pedals. So we got some Volk racing wheels right here with some old school as hell semi slicks. Look at these tires. Those are old school as hell. Who knows how long those tires will last on the track day, but we'll find out when the time comes. But these wheels, the wheels I'm going to probably use on these, I want to probably go 17-inch all around meshy style wheels. So I don't know what kind of style meshy wheels, but we'll get to that when the time comes. The boot is just a horrendous mess. So I'm going to end up fixing everything, replace all the seals so there's no water leaks and all that. We do have a rear strut bar, maybe that's for the front. Oh, it's a white line, didn't even know that. And also I found this, what this is, right? If you don't know what this part is, this measures how much fuel you have in the car. So in my gauge on the dash, it says empty, but it's not empty, but I don't know how much fuel is in here. So without this, I will not know. So eventually, if I ever take out the fuel pump, I'm gonna have to try to figure out, because I definitely want to know how much fuel I've got running in my car. There's no way I want to do a track day, right? Go out drifting first corner out of fuel. So with the fuel pump, there's a Bosch 044 in it. I don't know much about the Bosch 044 fuel pumps. I was actually originally going to put a Walbro 255 in this, but since it's got that fuel pump, should be okay. But I don't know if 100% that fuel pump's in there. You know, when you buy cars like this, they'll say, oh, it's got this, and you don't really know. So I'm going to eventually take off that cover and actually see if there's an aftermarket fuel pump in there. These right here are Denso 550cc side feed injectors. So I'm going to be using these injectors, but I'll probably go get them flow tested to make sure that there's no issues with these injectors. So underneath the car, I'll show you guys what's going on under here. So down there, that exhaust goes all the way to the dump pipe, right? And I think it's a 3.5 inch exhaust. I wish my 33 had that, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm going to delete this muffler. I'm going to go typical me and just go straight pipe. The diff is an R34 diff, but I'm going to take out that diff, and I'm not going to spend the extra money like I did on that with a Nismo two-way. I'm just going to weld this, right? Definitely going to take this out, get it welded. It's just a track car. It'll be perfect welding for the track. I also forgot to add, there is no blow-off valve on this, so it's strictly just turbo fluttering, which is sick. So I'm not going to run a BOV at all. So I'm definitely going to leave that how it is. Now with the ECU, it's pretty dirty in the car. I know it's disgusting. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it all up. It's going to look amazing. So this ECU, I'm going to get a Nichtune. So this is just the standard RB25 ECU. Let that sit there for now. So when I get the car tuned, we'll have the Bosch Z32 airflow meter. We'll have all those little mods going on. Then we'll go for a Nichtune, and hopefully we make about 350 horsepower, which will be perfect at the track, because you don't want that much power, because you don't want to go through so much fuel, don't want to go through so much tires. So 350, cap it at that. And you're probably wondering, why the hell is the front of the car blue and the back red? I myself do not know. But what I'm going to do is, I'm really having a tough decision. I either want to go that prime, like gray, gloss kind of colored thing, or the other color would be Millennium Jade. So it's either those two colors that I'm having a tough time. I'm going to sand all this back, the whole thing. I'm going to respray the whole car. So either Millennium Jade or that nice gloss primal gray. Primal, I meant prime. With the battery, we've just got it strapped down like that for now. Like there's the lead here, and you can basically just grind that anywhere onto the car. So this lead, we're probably going to run it to the back up in there. And with the clutch, I have no idea if the guy was telling the truth. Like I hope he was. Like he says it was like an OS Jenskin. I think that's the brand, what it's called. He says he's got that clutch in there, but the clutch feels super light. Like my clutch is an heavy duty, so it's heavier, but this feels super light. So I don't know much about those clutches. So hopefully this clutch is okay. If not, we'll take it out and we'll put another clutch in there. For the side skirts and for the front bar, so with the side skirts, I'm definitely going to get those bigger, wider side skirts, like those hectic styled side skirts, not like the standard S14 side skirts. So it's going to look sick when we get those put in. It'll match the rear bar that we've got right now. The front bar is your standard S14 front bumper. These are becoming rare, like good condition, and because this is going to be a drift car, I don't want to damage this front bar. So what I'm going to do is take this off, and then we'll sell it to someone that wants to respray it. And then I'm going to get that Uraz style front bar that looks sick, where it's got that nice like curved lip at the end. It just looks perfect on S14s. Like, you guys out there that don't know this, I flew from Melbourne to Adelaide to pick this up, and I got a mate to help me out. Like, he was a legend to help tow this to his house, kept it at his place. Got a new front window in, because no tow company wanted to take my car without a front window, which is understandable, because they're worried that the air force is going to get in and just pop the rear window and cause a whole big scene. But anyway, we got the front window in, but a lot of companies didn't want to take the car because one company said, we're not taking your car because there's no side mirror. So I was like, what the fuck? So anyway, I called up another company. They didn't want to take it because of the roll cage. So I was like, God damn it. I found one company, I didn't even mention the side mirror or the roll cage. They said, is the car alright? I said, yeah, the car's fucking perfect. So they came down, collected it within 5 days. It's at my house now. So finally we got the S14 back at my house after all that trouble. So it's gonna be sick once I start working on it, get it all fixed up, and hit up some track days. And you can see in there we've got like just factory springs in the car. So these are just all standard suspension, but definitely gonna get coilovers. So I got coilovers in my R33, gonna get coilovers in this. So I'm gonna look at a few brands of coilovers and get them ordered in. We'll put them in. And before I end this video, do you guys want to hear it flutter one more time? Can't wait to get this car tuned, run a straight pipe. I hope you guys like that turbo flutter. And when this car gets tuned, my god, that turbo flutter is going to sound so sick, especially when I get a 4-inch metal intake pipe as well, so it echoes through the pipe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's definitely going to be a lot of videos with the S14 and the R33, so there'll be back-to-back videos between the two. Lots of stuff to get done on this S14, which means there's going to be a lot of videos for you guys to watch. Keep you guys entertained with this new project of mine. I'd like to say a big thanks to all you guys sharing our videos, hitting up the likes, commenting on our videos, comment down what you want to see next, what you want to see with the S14, what you want to see with the R33, what you want to see with the R32 GTR, etc, etc. Thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Catch you guys later.